Hundreds of Apple fans flocked outside the stores hours ahead of the opening and showed off their vintage Apple devices, like the 1984 Macintosh machine, Apple Watch Zero, the first Apple Watch, iPhone 7s, a 10-year-old iPod, and more. A few of them even showed up with an Apple logo haircut. The opening of the two stores shows Apple's commitment to India. And not just this, the tech giant is working extensively on increasing iPhone production in India and raising exports from here. According to the India's Cellular and Electronics Association, Apple iPhones made up more than half of the total smartphones, worth about $9 billion exported from India between April 2022 and February 2023. Apple is also planning to manufacture its iPads and AirPods in India. The global tech giant is even planning to manufacture 25% of the global iPhone manufacturing in India in the next 3 to 4 years via its major suppliers Foxconn, Wistron and Pegatron. So what is Apple's motivation to expand operations in India?
India is at a tipping point. And it feels so great to be here. You can just feel the vibrancy, the dynamism, the feeling that anything here is possible.
Apple's India expansion is a part of its China Plus One strategy. For decades, China has been Apple's primary playground for assembling and exporting. But it all came to a grinding halt in recent years when the iPhone factories were shut for the longest time due to China's zero-COVID policy. This shutdown impacted Apple more than it had anticipated, and it led to a waiting time of months for its top models in the peak festive season in 2021. Apple has created over 1 lakh jobs in India in the past 2 years, out of which 70% are women between the age of 19 to 24 years who are starting their careers, acquiring skills and improving the ease of living for their families. Apple's India plans are a big boost to the Narendra Modi government's Make in India initiative. Apple's production in India accounted for 25% of its total manufacturing in terms of value in 2022, according to Counterpoint Research. Apple CEO Tim Cook, who personally inaugurated the 2 Apple stores in Mumbai and Delhi, met with Prime Minister Modi during his visit to India. He also met Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who thinks that Apple will triple its investment and export in India in the coming years. Tim Cook was seen enjoying Vada Pav with Bollywood actress Madhuri Dixit, the murals at Lodi Garden, taking a tour of the National Crafts Museum and Hastkala Academy, and playing badminton with former #1 badminton champion Saina Nehwal. This was Cook's first trip to India after 7 years. When asked when is he planning to visit again, he replied, soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Tech Today, we have a very special guest. In fact, one of our most special guests yet on the show. I'm joined by none other than Tim Cook. Tim, what a pleasure to meet you.
What a pleasure to be here. And hello, everyone.
Hello, but we got a namaste moment when you did open the first Apple store over here.
Yes.
That energy, I can imagine, was palpable, Tim. An Apple store opening here, so much manufacturing happening in India. Is it safe to assume that the focus is now on India? It's India's moment when it comes to Apple.
Oh, India is at a tipping point. And it feels so great to be here. You can just feel the vibrancy, the dynamism, the feeling that anything here is possible. And it's so great to be a part of it. I feel so great to be back.
You know, it's an interesting market. It's the youngest population in the world. We're seeing so many people here at design school, aspirational, tech savvy. When you're looking at the Indian market, does it require a unique approach? What's the strategy like for India?
Every place is unique. You know, India has its own journey and its own culture. And so you really have to understand the local culture, I think, to do well in a country. Mm-hmm. And so we're trying to bring our best to India. We brought the online store a few years ago. We brought now a retail store. We'll expand the retail presence on Thursday with a store in Delhi. We have manufacturing here. We have an extraordinary developer community here. We have musicians. It's great to interface with the artists and the creators here. So there's a huge Apple community in India.
And we're pleased that you're delighted to be here. But you said before that you are excited about India. You are bullish about India.
Yes.
What are the top 3 things that really excite you about India?
I'm excited about the culture. I'm excited about the people. I'm excited about this feeling here that is hard to describe, but you know it when you feel it. The vibrancy of it all, the energy, the enthusiasm. I'm excited about all of those things.
Tim, the energy when you were here the last time around, is there genuinely an increase in the energy levels from the last time you were here?
I think there is. Maybe that was, maybe COVID shook us all. I'm not sure. But it feels like there's even more energy now than there was before.
And very quickly, I would love to get your views, Tim, on the buzzword nowadays, which is artificial intelligence. Are you bullish on artificial intelligence? What is your take on AI in 2023?
I'm very bullish on AI. And in fact, it's at the root of so many of our products today. You know, like the Apple Watch. If you run an ECG, you're using artificial intelligence, machine learning. If you fall and the watch calls your contact, fall detection, it's using AI. And so we use AI across all of our products, and I think it is a profound technology.
All right, very quickly to wrap up, we're going to do a rapid fire with just one answer with you.
Okay.
And
is this going to be hard?
I hope so. We hope to put you on the spot. That's what we do on Tech Today. But we're going to start off with, you can give me a one-word answer. I know the whole world knows what you ate for dinner last night. It happened to be Mumbai's famous vada pav. So vada pav or New York hot dogs?
Oh, no comparison. No comparison. I'm for India all the way.
Vada pav for Tim. That's an exclusive. The one Apple device from the ecosystem that you don't leave home without. Or you couldn't leave home without.
That's like asking you your favorite child or your favorite parent. When I travel, I've got my phone in my pocket, I've got my watch on my wrist, I have an iPad and a Mac in my bag, and so I love them all.
He's got the entire ecosystem like a lot of us. Bollywood or Hollywood?
Oh, that's a tough one. I love both. Last night I met a lot of Bollywood people, so I'm going to say Bollywood.
There you go. Tim's got all the questions spot on. The last one, when will we see you in India next? Because it's been a long, arduous wait for you to come back.
It's been too long. Soon.
There you go. There you go, Tim. What an absolute pleasure to have you with us in India on Tech Today, and we wish you the best.
Great seeing you, great seeing all of you.
Cheers.
Scenes of jubilation here from the Apple Store in BKC. Yesterday we gave you an exclusive first look here on Tech Today, on Business Today. But today the doors have been opened by none other than Tim Cook. And we were the first people to enter, along with, of course, the most important person in tech, which is the consumer. So now that the customers are here, and everyone's been asking what's so special, kya farak hai Apple Store mein compared to an authorized premium reseller, let's ask a few customers, are they truly excited? But just to give you some perspective, look outside at the lines. It's reminiscent, oddly reminiscent of India's Starbucks moment, where we had Starbucks opening in Mumbai, and yet again, Amchi Mumbai has that moment here at the Apple Store in BKC. Let's speak to a few customers and find out exactly how they feel about this particular store opening. Are you a customer here today at the Apple Store?
Yeah, I have a MacBook.
I see the white 32D smile out there. What excites you so much, my friend, about this new store opening?
I mean, firstly, it's an international experience. The store is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And besides the fact you get to put your hands on to each and every Apple model.
First question, why are you so excited about this Apple store opening? Yes, sub line, why is it here?
I think it's the first store of Apple in India,
Okay.
and that's what makes it special.
I don't know, are you more excited or is he more excited about this store opening?
I think he was more excited.
What really excites you about an Apple store, a flagship store opening here in Mumbai?
Well, for me, it's more about the design language, because I'm a design student.
Okay.
So the design speaks to me, like how human it is or how it makes you feel here.
What's different in really experiencing the products here as opposed to your previous Apple experience in India?
I mean, in previous Apple experiences, you go to a website, you don't really get the feel until you have your hands on. Once you try the smooth glide on an iPad, like when you start drawing on that,
Yeah.
it just
This one, yeah?
it just feels like a magic.
All the speakers are here, all the AirPods are here, all the Macs are here, all the iPads are here, all the iPhones are here, and you've got like these beautiful Apple people around who are just there to answer every question, and I have so many of them.
Are you guys here to shop for Apple products?
Absolutely. We've been dying to come here.
If you had to get one Apple product, which product would it be?
I would pick the M2 MacBook Air.
Not the MacBook Pro.
No, I'm a student. I need a MacBook Air. I only need a
That
Air.
does the job.
Yeah.
It looks like Diwali, Christmas, everything's come early because everyone has a tech wish list. And it's an absolute joyous moment to be, enjoying what's happening here at the Apple Store. It's just fascinating stuff. And we hope to get you more scenes like this on Tech Today, on Business Today, and on India Today. Well, this is what you're greeted with when you come here to BKC Geo World Drive Mall. That's where Apple BKC is. A moment, a page from the history books, because this is the first retail store, and my city Mumbai will always enjoy and really cherish that proud moment. But this was on 18th April, ground zero, and then of course we met Tim Cook and had that world exclusive interaction here on Tech Today. I still have goosebumps about that. And then on 20th April, all the action moved to New Delhi. The store out there is inside a mall much smaller than this in Select City Walk. It's called Apple Saket. And of course, it's an Apple store for the north of India as well. Maybe half the size or a third of the size. But the first question we got in Delhi or Mumbai was that what's so different about an Apple store experience? Why are people so excited? I read the comments as well. Well, that's because it's been a long time coming. The company's been in India for nearly 25 years, a long, arduous wait for this retail flagship experience to come to India. How's it different from the premium resellers you've been using all this while? Well, for one, you can come to these stores, which are more like tourist spots, and you can see everyone coming here posing for photos and so much action inside, and you can look, touch, feel, experience the products. If you have existing Apple products, you can also trade them in and get a good price for them. Also, you can come here for your warranty, service, support, any sort of issues you have with your devices can be solved over here. They also have Genius Bars, and today at Apple Sessions, where you'll have all sorts of cool things happening from tech, art and culture, all here for free. Then all the little Easter eggs which come with an Apple store are always there, and more importantly, it is a standard experience in many big cities across the world, but here in India, it's finally here, and that's why this was literally the spot which goes down in the history books where Tim Cook opened the doors to the Apple store in BKC. But this is us in Amchi, Mumbai, where the action began, but then the rest of the excitement moved to Delhi in the following days. So how different is the Bombay store from the Delhi store? Well, here's a special report.
Well, we're here at Apple's Saket store here in New Delhi. It's Apple's second store in India after Apple BKC. This store, as you can see, was launched by Apple CEO Tim Cook himself, just like the Apple BKC store was launched by him on 18th. This is the second store, as we've been telling you, and this is the second half of the excitement that Tech Today is bringing to you live from New Delhi.
Apple CEO Tim Cook launched 2 stores in India this week. The first store is in Mumbai and it's called the Apple BKC. And the second store, which is in Delhi, is called Apple Saket. try to compare both the stores, the Apple Saket store is much more compact when compared to the Apple BKC store. The store in Delhi is limited to just one floor, roughly around 8 to 10,000 square feet, while the Apple BKC store is spread over 2 floors and is of 20,000 square feet. Interestingly, the rent of both the stores is almost similar. The Apple BKC store is well lit with natural light, but that's not the case at Apple Saket. The look of the Apple BKC store is inspired by Mumbai's Kali Pili taxi, while the Delhi store is inspired by the many gates in New Delhi.
People are waiting here since morning to get a look or to get a peek into Apple's second store. Let's just see if we can talk to a few people. Hi, so are you waiting since morning?
Yeah, we've been here around 9:40 or so, and we've been waiting to go inside.
To see Tim Cook and all the media and all the Apple enthusiasts coming together as a community. So why not? It's a different experience altogether.
And what products or what services are you especially excited about? What do you think is going to be different here which is not available online?
I think, usually the Apple stores have been coming through some third party. Right now, Apple is opening up their own store. So it would basically increase the exclusiveness of the brand, of course. And it would obviously, the more of the Android users, they would be inclined towards buying Apple products. So that's going to increase, of course.
We're not going to buy anything. We missed our college classes just to see Tim Cook here.
And I'm a long-term Apple products collector. So I would say this is the first MacBook that came with Wi-Fi inbuilt, and this was launched in year 1999. And what you see here is the first generation iPad, then the first generation iPhone, and the hidden gem here is the Apple Watch. This is an Apple Watch Series 0 that I specially bought so that I could meet Tim Cook.
The ECG on the Series 6 watch showed that my heart condition was not okay. And then we proceeded to the doctor for the diagnostics and the heart operation. So that's...
And did you tell this to Tim Cook?
Yeah, I told Tim and thanked him for the Apple Watch and thanked for Apple for everything.
Well, this is the historic location, the exact spot which was so crowded a couple of days ago when Tim Cook opened the doors to Apple BKC. But I'm just going to bask in this lovely sunlight and in the memory of that moment. And I hope you've enjoyed the show. Do head to our social media handles and tell us what you thought of our mega exclusive and all the coverage we brought to you through the week on the India Today network. You'll see all our content populated across the network because that's how we do it in the Tech Today and Business Today multiverse. I'm your host Aayush Ailawadi saying thanks so much for watching. Until next week, adios.
Watching India Today.
Describe your life by mimicking the following actors. Amitabh Bachchan.
मैं बोल रहा था मिमिकिंग ये सब मेरे लिए बड़ा डिफिकल्ट है।
डिफिकल्ट नहीं है आपके लिए तो बहुत स्मूथ है।
बच्चन साहब की मिमिक्री बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत आभार आप लोगों का।
शाहरुख खान।
बहुत ही सुंदर।
अजय देवगन।
आटा भाजी चटकली दाढ़े दाढ़े में है स्वाद।
I'll give you one dialogue and you have to convert it in Punjabi in your own style. Okay? जा सिमरन जा जी ले अपनी जिंदगी।
मैं क्या पाजा सिमरन इथों जा इथों पाजा जा जो मर्जी कर।
Okay, Pushpa, I hate tears.
ਇਦਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰ ਅੱਜ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਜੇਸ਼ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਦੀ ਫਿਰਦੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਨੱਕ ਤੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਪੂੰਝ
रिश्ते में तो हम तुम्हारे बाप लगते हैं.
तेरा प्यो हाँ प्यो समझा बड़ा सियाना.
पुष्पा समझ के फ्लावर समझा है फायर है.
ओए तू गेंदे दा फुल समझे हैं ते मैं इत्थे भांबड़ा भांबड़.
क्राइम मास्टर गोगो नाम है मेरा. आंखें निकाल के गोटियां खेलेंगे.
मैं ना तेरी अखा कट के बंटे खेडने मेरा क्राइम मास्टर गोगो समझा.